you, Brandon. So earlier, you were confessing to me how you're such a bad guy and you slip up, and I told you to be merciful to people because you need it.
Yeah.
And I was just playing. It was actually the other way around. So talk about mercy. How are we supposed to be merciful to people, other people? Like, when is it enough, or is there even enough?
Never know. The amount of mercy that we are to show to other people is stops when we meet the line where God stops showing mercy to us. Right? That's when we can decide that we're going to stop being merciful. And the nice thing is that's never, and that's a benefit to us. A lot of Christians get in their own mind, and they get in their own their own vision when it comes to dealing with other people who are Christians, or just other people in general. Right? If we're supposed to be the image of Christ, we're supposed to be generous and loving and graceful and merciful, and we're supposed to do it to the same degree that He did it. And He shows us mercy every day, right? He renews that mercy every day. He's continually showing us grace. So when we see someone tripping up and they're doing things and they're making mistakes and they're just not getting it, we need to show them grace more than we need to try and be abrasive or correct them or get on their case or get mad about it, because God does the same thing with us. When we continually make the same mistakes, and it takes us years to learn the same lesson that we should have got 2 years ago when He told us the first time.
But what about when their mistakes are affecting your walk, your life? Is there any reason to cut them off?
I would be interested to know. Well, I guess to back up, there shouldn't be any mistakes that they can make that would in fact impact your faith or your walk. So that would tell me that there's something that you would need to handle, so that other people aren't affecting your ability to be faithful to the Lord, right? Because at that point, you're letting their actions become more important than they really are, right? You're focused on something, or you're getting distracted with something, or you're stuck in your pride where it's about you and it's not about God.
So I have to search my own heart?
Unfortunately, that's usually the case when it comes to situations like this. Is if we're struggling with something, if we look internal, we're going to be able to find out what the problem is a lot faster than when we try to place the blame on somebody else's behavior and actions, because God is concerned with our ability to show who He is for other people, right? The longer we're a Christian, the more He works on us, the more those things should become less of an issue, because we're not concerned about what other people think or how they behave when it comes to our relationship with God, right? And that's one of the big common themes you see in the characteristics of people that God uses is they're going to be willing to side with God no matter how other people behave towards them, right? So if we're struggling with people inside the church, or if we're struggling with people in our daily walk or with our family, and they're derailing our faith, how effective are we going to be when things get bad and people are going to persecute us for Christ's name, when we can't even deal with the little bumps in the road, let alone the hurdles, the hills, and the mountains? So, at the end of the day, the habit that we need to get into is always, I'm struggling with something, Lord, show me what I need to do. Lord, show me where I need to let something go, show me where I'm struggling, because if we're in that habit, those problems will go away much quicker than if we're in the habit of trying to pick other people's behavior apart, or trying to mother them or coach them or be abrasive and bring them down in the process of we're really just masking our own internal issues that need to be dealt with first, because we're human as well. And then to put it in the context of our relationship with God, that should always bring us back to the fact that they need mercy no matter how they're behaving or they're acting, or they need grace, because God undeservedly shows it to us every day when we struggle to.